Yo, what's good, world? Today we are going to play around with 4 or 5 pounds. We're going to use the slingshot and we're going to do 10 reps. Right after we do 10 reps on the slingshot, we are going to do 5 reps touch and go. Right after that, we're going to do 2 reps Larson press. Right after that, we are going to put 4 or 5 in the squat rack, and we're going to do Zercher squats for 10 reps. Then right after that, we are going to do accessory work. Topic of the video is going to be learn from our mistakes and the mistakes of others. No matter what we do, whenever we're striving to be competitive and to be great, we're going to make mistakes. We have to take the good with the bad and understand that when we learn from our mistakes, it's only going to make us to be better. It's only molding us to be our greatest version of ourselves. When we use excuses, defensive mechanisms, logical fallacies, and all other sorts of self-deception, we tend to find ways of using rationalization that's going to hurt us in the long run. We have to understand, if we take an L, we just take an L. If we win, we win. But at the end of the day, our wins and losses are just lessons and blessings, because there's always room for improvement. There's always things that we can always improve on. A lot of times when we are winning and being successful, that's when we need to take a step back and to analyze that we may need to, take 10 steps back to take 20 steps forward. Because what happens is, when we win a lot, our ego is wanting us to have a dopamine hit where we're trying to just keep pushing the envelope. And then what can happen is, what gives us power can be the same thing that leads to our downfall. That's why if you look at history, you will always see videos of the rise and fall of such and such, because the same thing that got us to where we are is usually the same thing that's going to bite us in the end. So the moral of the story is, we have to learn from our mistakes, learn from the mistakes of others, because it's only going to make us better. It's going to make us sharper mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because we can't rush greatness. We can't get so lost in the sauce to where we lose who we are. So there's a lot of times when we make a lot of progress, we start creating bad habits, and then we don't realize where the bad habits have came until we start struggling and stop making progress. Always remember, the struggle makes us great. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's stay motivated. Let's be great.